let's continue looking out here in the west. Let's pick at him a little bit there with that. They've pushed in here. Oh, I was worried about that. I don't know. I should have moved them out. Well, let's think about that for the moment. Okay, they're staying out of contact. Oh, no, we did. Okay, let's reinforce here. Yeah, they're staying out of contact with my 2 corps. Now here, let's see. Oh, we can't fortify this position. No, I don't want to force march. I want to fortify there. Don't know why. Well, you can come here and withdraw across the river. Yeah, I'm just doing a holding campaign, as I've been saying. Wow, no damage, and we get damage. Well, okay, these guys are going to come this way. So these guys are going to go this way. These guys have made it about as far, unless I want to hop over to here. Okay, yeah, we could do that and come down here. Mostly occupying places, I think, right now is what we should be doing. And make sure I hold the capital in Puebla. But beyond that, okay, we've identified some units there. Right, good. Now that's always good to know where your enemy is. Right. Don't have any. Oh, we got these guys. Forgot about these guys. Yeah. Let's do this, and let's send you to New Orleans. Since we have the city, we could use the engineers down here. I think that would be good. Get these corps and divisions up to full strength. Now, okay, production, purchase, Confederacy. Yep, we'll do one of those. Get that. And let's look over at here? Well, the good thing about building one of these over here, Mexican units, is that they'll appear in Mexico and not out in, you know, out in the islands to be shipped to Mexico. So, yeah. Though, of course, if we want some, we can look here. If we want some French forces, we'll need more French forces, and we will. We'll need to produce them and get them up to the, you know, the Confederacy there. So, all right. A lot of forces coming. We've cleared away a lot of the Union fleet, not all of it. Some escaped, and I presume there's more up in other, like here. I mean, that retreated, but more up in other places, out here and whatnot. So, is Bruce ready to recapture New Orleans? Oh, did I send him to Veracruz? Oh, God. I sent him to Veracruz. It's not where I wanted them. Oh, we'll have to sail them up to New Orleans eventually. Progress on core organization. Good. So we're getting in some stuff from Charleston and Mobile and places like that now. So MPP. Do realize these thinking processes here in between turns are dependent upon your processing power of your computer, so they can take longer or shorter. It's doing a lot of calculations. Now, I think the AI does a pretty good job. Okay, they're going to hurt me somewhat badly with their big ironclad. And they're going to hurt me also somewhat badly with their big ironclad. But we're going to hopefully turn around and sink them with our big ironclads here in a moment. Enemy contact. And I was hoping to entrench there before you guys got here. Oh, boy. Yes, thanks for following the channel. Batonic, 1973. Gonna move these guys up further. Okay, that's off of Florida. There's HQ up at Harper's Ferry. Okay. Well, where do we want this? Well, we can't put them in there yet. Can't put them out in Trans-Mississippi. Do we want to... Yeah. Atlanta doesn't sound like a bad spot. for them. Good, fort's being useful, and yes, I should have moved you up last turn or two. Would have been even more useful. Okay, well. Let's continue our recapture here of the peninsula. I think we'll leave the engineers sort of guarding there. Bump into, no, we bumped into nobody. Well, very good. Yeah, I guess they can stay in Elizabeth City. These guys, though, are going to come down this way. And Longstreet himself can come down this way. Yeah, they might do a naval invasion there. That's a possibility. But with our French coming up, hopefully we will do better. Hey, Friar Oakenshield, how you doing? Yeah. Good, and these guys can come in and occupy the hex in the town. I knew if we pushed it. Ooh, that's actually good. Favorable exchange. Okay, so then I believe there's probably some more units out Fort Monroe, maybe Williamsburg way, but that and they yes they get supply through there, but otherwise they're cut off. You come up that way, so we get a good look in there. Okay. Well, we'll reinforce them. Now, out here, we'll definitely reinforce these guys. And I'll come up here. I was sort of hoping to... and retire back behind the river. Now, down here in Vicksburg area, You guys come back across the river so you're not cut off. Well, at least we pushed them back. There. Okay, now some more Navy stuff going on here. What I need are some Marines and whatnot to take that back. Well, let's be somewhat smart about this. Not too smart, okay, people. Don't get any wild thoughts, but I'm not going to be too smart about things. But I'm going to be somewhat smart, meaning I'm going to get some of these guys into ports here to sort of be protected. And we're going to see about repairing some of the worst damaged ships here. That way, when we push on, we can do so with well-equipped ships. You know, smart thinking, that kind of stuff. I know it's dangerous to think smart, but hey. Well, did move them up. They bombarded that. These guys are... Oh, we could reinforce these guys. Yes. These vessels, yes. Again, back to that thinking smart thing. Okay, do we have any... Oh, we do have the couple of Yankee ironclads here. Likely better exchange rate. Okay, well, here... yeah, because we don't need these guys sunk. We can't quite make it there. So, we're just going to move some of these guys. Oh, they ran into somebody? Oh, I think I moved them too near. Okay, come here. Yeah, I'm... Okay. Just head out to sea. They don't know where you are. They can't hurt you. You can't get far enough up there to get into... Ooh, we gotta make sure we don't go near them. There we go. Get them repaired. Okay, for the Confederacy, let's... go with 2 new corps. And for the French. Well, last time we went with a Mexican unit, but I want to get more stuff into the Confederacy. Okay, 340. Yeah, we have barely enough. But let's... Oh, hold up. Close. Okay, what I haven't done here is move these guys up. Okay, well, let's see. If we were to put them on railways, going to be costing, but where do we want to go? We could come over here to New Bern and see. To me, it would be nice to clear up some of these territories. And do that. Can I just cross over? Maybe. We'll see. I quite honestly don't know. We'll see how that goes. Okay, that was useful, getting these guys up here, because we can push in here, clear out here before moving on to some other forces. Pushing to some other fronts. Okay, we recaptured Fredericksburg, yes. Spanish supply ship successfully runs a blockade near New Orleans. Very good. More pro-Confederates in Kentucky. Yes. You're hurting Vicksburg, but we're coming up there. Yes. Okay, high seas. War Department progress on infantry equipment. Okay, good. We're getting a lot more MPP coming in. Now, like I was saying earlier, yes, the Confederacy did have a manpower problem, but I would say it had a greater problem of production. So between the strategic realities of the world and European nations sort of wanting to weaken the United States and the actual money buying power of the Confederates, I would say that the Confederates could supply enough, basic equipment for their forces. It was more the inability of getting it to the, to America, to the oh yeah, oh, we gotta move you back, yeah. So I see that as a thing that is something that the Confederates could do a lot better if they had, unfettered access to European production of weapons. Because you have to realize, to some degree, throughout the United States, and I mean that, everywhere, the Civil War is seen as the war of northern aggression. I'm not saying that's the most popular viewpoint, but in a lot of areas, in sort of, well, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, there's the whole Copperhead movement. And I don't know a lot about it, but I know it was significant. it wasn't necessarily to the point that they really wanted to be like the the bushwhackers out in Missouri and Kentucky and whatnot, but they weren't terribly thrilled with fighting other Americans. Not that necessarily most of them were like pro-slavery or anything like that. It was more like, do we really need to fight a civil war? So it's not necessary, in my opinion, for the Confederacy to crush the Union. And even if you, say, had a, fairly large importation of I know these are going to be costly, but I think it's important too. Yeah. Fairly large importation of weapons. It's not like it's going to outdo the production ability of the North. You don't have to crush the North. You just have to make the conquest of the Confederacy more expensive than enemy contact. Okay. Than the North is willing to pay. So you have, if you look at it in those sort of terms. And so all you need is enough military supplies to keep the Confederates effectively, please note my words, fighting, not so much that you're able to, overrun the Union or something like that. Well, yeah, I think it's good that we do this. So if we can crush this unit here, yeah. It'll be worth some of the casualties because we are now pushing in the south. Now, we did bring in this division into Atlanta, not so much to keep it in Atlanta, but move it up like that. Here, let's... No, all right. Not a good idea to attack there. Let's weaken this force. Every time we do this, it gets weaker and weaker. Even though it comes back, its morale is lower. Yes, and I thought there would be forces in here. Or it would have been a waste to bring the French over. Nope, nobody in there. Okay, so maybe a little weaker than I thought. We'll leave you on the railroad because we might want to strategically redeploy you sooner than I thought. Okay, no, he can't get across there, so that needs to be an amphibious invasion. Damn. No. Bit of a pain. Before I do something too silly, let's, get them up there so that we can see clearly. Okay, we should probably see about reinforcing instead of pushing at this moment. so that when we do push... Yeah, you can grind on the enemy and do more damage to them than they're doing to you, and it's useful because as they take damage, and get repaired from their damage, they're not going to be in as good a shape as they would have otherwise. But it's best if you could really fully take out some of their units. That would be the best. We're going to move and occupy like that, I think. So it's get ready for the offensive, hopefully kill a few units, and you'll do better at it. I'm sort of wondering about, do I... Yeah, I guess I do. You come up and take here. You fall back to here. Okay, you're just too far. You need to be in better supply. Since we now have that, we no longer need you on the flank. Well, let's attack. We can hurt them more. Now there may be another big... I hate... Another big rush of forces onward, but I'm not sure about that. Okay, we've reconnected rail connections over here. All right, our ships here. Well, how many? Okay, France. Yeah, no, we can leave you in port for the moment. Let's... aim for some of the stragglers from over here. Wonder what happened to them. There were some of those. Well, we'll keep them to... Well, we'll just keep you guys out here. Hopefully they'll survive retaliation. Okay, we'll get New Bern. We'll go out and get Beaufort. At least. And we'll see about moving up the Confederates. I want to just keep cleaning up the coastline here. Keep pushing up the Mississippi. Oh, these guys, yeah. These guys, they were meant to come over here. I'm going to send you up here anyways. Okay, Yucatan now. Okay. Yeah. I don't care. You're going north. Now here, all right. We spotted some forces up there, so we're going to march in that direction. Well, these guys, I guess we'll head south along here. And yeah, we'll move on this road to there. No, there's a small garrison down here, but we'll leave them be. Okay, well. I could use another cavalry division out here in the west. Better eyes. Yeah, that's affordable. And maybe just a infantry division so that we'll save some purchasing power for future turns. Including reinforcement capabilities. All right, let's see what the Yankees can do. Spanish ship successfully runs blockade near Wilmington. Near Charleston, good. Yes, we're pushing it that way. Yeah, okay. Well, I moved in. Oh, I got, okay. Some river warships here. Okay, well, we'll withdraw. Got to move him. Well, that isn't much damage. Oh boy, there's gonna be more than one. Okay. Well, at least we bumped into them. I should have swapped those two units out. Or actually should have put him down there. Juanis does sell Baja California to the Union Mexican Fighting Spirit Falls. Oh. Confederate partisans caused disruptions in Arkansas. That would be interesting. Baja California to this day is relatively unpopulated, which might have been interesting had the Americans taken it during the Mexican-American War and had the Long Peninsula. Might have been interesting. But I guess that will get them a lot of money to buy weapons. Maybe from... Okay, where do we want this? Can we come down here? Oh, yes, we can. Okay, well, Pensacola would be nice. No, we're gonna come north out of Louisiana. The Hunley submarine, probably the first practical military use submarine. Well, let's put it here. I don't know that it's going to do good here. We'll see how well it works. One thing I did want to see about was, well, that's a sort of equal exchange. Don't know if we should do that. Well, Okay, everyone, I think it's time to end for the day. It's actually a bit past it, but I've been having fun. So I want to thank you all for hanging out with me today. Remember to follow the channel here, but you can also, I got to pimp out my own channels. Follow my Twitch channel. I stream for myself on the weekends mostly. If you're new, you might want to check that out. And I have my own YouTube. You just got here, Plastic Gangster? Oh, sorry, man. I've been streaming for a little over 2 hours. And as Plastic Gangster knows, I have a YouTube channel where I also play historical games and talk about the history around them. So thank you, ZZ, Campbell, Bonaparte, Terrence from Belgium, Latenus, and everyone else here. Thanks for hanging out with me.